Support WrestleTalk!
Click the thumbs up.
Hello and welcome to the WrestleTalk News. I am Luke Owen. December 14th is a time for celebration. Not only is it the birthday of a handsome man and a pretty sweet Guardians of the Galaxy t-shirt who presents wrestling news videos on the internet, it's also the release of the highly anticipated Star Wars The Last Jedi. A big part of the release of a new adventure in a galaxy far, far away is the worry of finding spoilers online. Something wrestling fans can appreciate, as many of us have to avoid them every single week. But what if you work with someone who's a tool and tries to spoil things for you? I've been going up to the crew members that are big Star Wars fans all day and telling them about the big twist in The Last Jedi, even though I haven't seen it and the twist is totally made up. I am a terrible person. Well, at least he knows he's the worst human being alive. It turns out, however, that this same thing happened in WWE 2 years ago when Star Wars The Force Awakens was released. But which WWE star could be such a monster? Miz did this to me for Force Awakens. I kicked him out of the Clash of Clans group and called him a vile piece of shit. My wife had to calm me down. I wanted to throw hands over it all. Nerd! Someone who will have a bit of time on their hands to go see Star Wars The Last Jedi is 205 Live star Noam Dar. It was announced on the show this week that Dar was out with a knee injury, and PW Insider have reported that this isn't a storyline, and he will undergo surgery to clean it up. There's no word on how long Dar will be out for, but there's already a replacement for him waiting in the wings. It was also announced on 205 Live that former NXT star Hideo Itami will be debuting for the Cruiserweight brand on next week's show. Hype videos for Itami began after Survivor Series, with the Japanese wrestler promising, "I will make 205 Live go to sleep," a reference to his finisher, the go to sleep. Although while I'm sure it looked great written down, it does come across like he's planning to bore people and make them fall asleep. And Itami isn't the only new addition to the Cruiserweight division we can expect next week, as another new face is set to join him. PW Insider are reporting that Rockstar Spud, formerly of TNA/Impact Wrestling, will be starting with WWE next week at the post-Clash of Champions TV tapings. Spud will be joining the Cruiserweight division, and Mike Johnson writes, "The plan is for Spud to be part of the 205 Live brand, which means he would be appearing on Monday Night Raw as well." Spud was the first winner of TNA's British Boot Camp series, and he joins a list of wrestlers who have recently left TNA or have asked for their release. And while the company is going through some big managerial changes backstage, they could be losing some of their other big names early next year. TNA/Impact Wrestling have several contracts coming up in February 2018, including Lashley and Ethan Carter III. And Dave Meltzer has reported in the Wrestling Observer newsletter that Eddie Edwards is among that list. Impact Wrestling's new deals won't be the guaranteed money contracts they had all previously signed, as the company moves towards the more cost-effective per-day deals. Meltzer notes, however, that if Edwards doesn't re-sign, he has got a few options in front of him. The belief right now is WWE and Ring of Honor have interest in Edwards, with the WWE interest likely for NXT. Eddie Edwards had a tryout for the WWE back in 2013 as part of the American Wolves with Davey Richards, and impressed the company enough to make it onto a TV taping as the American Pitbulls wrestling against the Ascension. However, a botch during the match hurt their chances of getting signed, and the team jumped to TNA instead. Meltzer adds that WWE's negative mentality towards former ROH stars is now over, and Edwards could have a good chance of signing with WWE now he's a singles wrestler. With Clash of Champions coming this Sunday, SmackDown Live averaged 2.4 million viewers, down 12,000 from last week. But more importantly are your ratings. I found the show to be pretty dull, but only 30% agreed with my Ellsworthy rating, with 50% thinking the show was smack bang in the middle. And as a special treat for the SWAT Nation, if you visit wrestlecrates.co.uk and use the discount code WTTV, you'll get a free DVD or autograph in your first box. WrestleCrate is a monthly mystery box full of loads of wrestling goodies, which has items from the biggest promotions in wrestling. Check out my review of SmackDown Live and hear mine and Ollie's thoughts on Woken Matt Hardy in WWE. Click the videos to the left to find out more, press subscribe and support WrestleTalk on Patreon. Order the magazine and download the Wrestle Ramble podcast. I have been Luke Owen, and that was wrestling.